Lying south of the Philippines lies a place for thrill-seeking adrenaline junkies and those on the lookout for beaches unspoiled by romping global travelers. Ride typhoon swells, go for the biggest catch on the Philippine Deep, explore hidden coves, comb the beach or hop the islands. Nothing spells adventure more than a getaway to the island of Siargao. Siargao Island comprises part of the province of Surigao del Norte, along with the neighboring isle of Bocas Grande. 276,896 hectares of land make up this sun-splashed playground. 48 islands and islets are politically subdivided into 9 municipalities: Burgos, Dapa, Del Carmen, General Luna, Pilar, San Benito, San Isidro, Santa Monica, and Socorro. Off the provincial mainland, Siargao is accessible by plane or by boat. World famous as a surfer's haven, Siargao brought this part of the Philippine Isles to international spotlight. But there's more to the island than just the call of the surf. Game fishing is fast becoming the must-do sport in Siargao, particularly in the fishing grounds off the coast of General Luna and Pilar. For beachcombers and first-timers, the best time to pack and go is in summer, from March to May. For the pros, the swells of Siargao's famed shores beckon on the windy months from August to November. Buffeted by strong monsoon winds, Siargao's waves roll in big and awesome, the ultimate challenge for any surfer. Getting to the island, what was once a series of boat transfers and long trips by land, is now a convenient 2-plane hop from Manila. An hour's flight from Manila takes you to Cebu. From there, a connecting flight via Cebu Pacific Airline gets you to Siargao in 45 minutes. Should one opt to head to Siargao the old-fashioned way, a ferry ride from Butuan takes about 2 hours to the town of Dapa, Siargao. But whichever way one chooses, the journey itself is prelude to the adventures that lie ahead, and a great opportunity to whip out that camera and snap away. By air, Siargao is a teardrop of green on the ocean's face of blue. As the plane dips closer, the blues that frame the island take on varying hues. Deep navy marks the depths of the Philippine Trench. Pale baby blues like the sky near the beaches of General Luna. Frothy whites where the surf breaks on the shore. The island is a bed of wild mangrove forests and coconut plantations. The plane lands on Del Carmen Airport, the gateway to the island and Siargao's nod to modern convenience and accessibility. From the airport, getting around is a matter of choosing from resort-arranged transportation, vans for hire, or if you're feeling a little adventurous, ride a habal-habal. A cross between the iconic Filipino jeepney and a motorcycle, the habal-habal is the most common means of transport on the island. Stepping onto this contraption, which may comfortably seat as much as 6, sets the tone of your discovery of the island. Siargao today is a far cry from the sleepy island often described in travel journals and online blogs. But it isn't the noisy, party-ridden island that defines usual tourist getaways. The island, while keeping in with the modern trappings of modern life, is still the pristine hideaway that has enchanted many visitors. 76% of Siargao's land embraces coastal and wetland areas. This means a trip around the island requires sturdy sandals, dry bags to keep essentials dry, and the acceptance that you will get wet. Siargao prides itself for having the country's largest contiguous mangrove stand, which is also the second largest in Mindanao. (8,692 hectares of mangrove cover is a living ecosystem, home to many endemic species. 4,000 hectares or so of this cover are located in towns of Del Carmen and San Benito. Siargao's mangrove forest is one of only 2 remaining sites in the country where the rare ironwood or magkono tree still grows. Eco-tourists will enjoy a day of kayaking within the forest through waters rich in marine life. Linger a bit longer and you may just catch a glimpse of saltwater crocodiles, marine turtles, and sea cows. The thick mangrove cover accounts for waters teeming with marine life, which is why fishing grounds in Siargao yield high quantities of catch each season. While fishing sustains the lives of coastal communities in the island, tourism plays a vital role in improving the economy and, in turn, caring for the environment. Nowhere is this better seen than in Siargao. Anglers all over the world head to the town of Pilar every May for the International Game Fishing Competition. Now in its second year, the event draws enthusiasts eager to catch big game like the giant tuna, mackerel, great barracuda, swordfish, and marlin. Pilar town is abuzz with excited locals who are very much a part of the event. Each angler pairs with a team of boatmen who serve as navigators and assistants on the watery adventure. Far from the modern game fishing vessel equipped with game chairs and gimbaled mounts, the boat for the event is the traditional Filipino outrigger, or the bangka. Expert hands guide the boats at the early morning checkout when anglers head out for the best fishing grounds. They have to return before 5 p.m. or risk disqualification. Every afternoon's check-in at the port is an anticipated event, where the day's catch is weighed and displayed. But it is really at sea where the adventure happens. Game fishing is a skill that requires patience, strength, and the uncanny knack of knowing just exactly where the big game go. Anglers may stay all day at sea, eluded by big fish, or they may be lucky and haul in a huge one just minutes after checking out. The expanse of blue is enough to intimidate the hardiest of fishermen, but anglers are an uncomplaining bunch. They endure the heat, wind, and huge swells of the Pacific for the satisfaction of holding their catch up high.
My goodness, it's so beautiful out there.
I like fishing because of the solitude and the peacefulness of being out on the ocean.
Even though there's a bit of a language barrier with me and the guys here, their way to make me welcome.
The area is so nice, peaceful.
After a day at sea, anglers unwind at the port for drinks and good company. Their stay at Pilar is made even more memorable because of the accommodation. Anglers are billeted at homestays, which are rooms in local homes, where they get the chance to experience authentic Surigao non meals and personally enjoy local hospitality. Most houses in Pilar are perched on stilts atop swampy ponds with mangrove trees clustered like gardens around them. A stay in these unique homes is already an adventure in itself. The evening awards ceremony is a special one of dance, song, and celebration. Greg Gilmer is the man of the hour.
After I was disqualified the first day, because I was late, which, that's the rules, 10 minutes late, disqualified. Second day, didn't catch anything. Today, went out and caught a barracuda about 8:30, and then about 9:30 hooked into this baby, blue marlin, 48.8 kilos. Took almost 2 hours to land, and probably 6 blisters. It was great.
There's a lot more to see and do while at Pilar. From the port, a boat ride takes you to the rocky outcrop just before the drop-off point for the fishing boats. Rocks of different sizes and shapes from afar, mere specks framed by a blue horizon, are up close huge and awesome. Waves crash and break near the reef, sending blasts of white foam several feet high. And if you wish, boatmen can navigate closer to the rock forms for a rare chance to be beside these huge wonders sculpted by water. Early mornings at Pilar are best spent at the Magpopongko Beach, a long stretch of fine sand unmarked by typical tourist trappings. There are no restaurants or swanky resorts along this beach, only coconut trees and a local outpost for viewing the sunrise. But what makes a visit to Magpopongko even more special is the onset of low tide. Slowly, the tide pulls out to reveal a limestone pool, nature's 2-hour special this side of Siargao. Grab this fleeting moment to traipse over what was minutes ago the sea bottom to the edge of the reef, where the stone meets deep sea. The pool is good enough for a snorkel or a quick swim before it is once again swallowed by the ocean. Siargao is blessed with a coastline of varying reef breaks, long and rolling at Burgos and San Isidro, big and barreling at the famed Cloud 9 in General Luna. A quick study of Siargao's surfing history. It all began in General Luna in the late 80s, when backpackers spoke in reverence about awesome swells and untouched beaches in Siargao. A secret, it seemed, that was known only to a few intrepid travelers.
According to some legend, there used to be an island behind this. They call it the island of San Juan. But I have been trying to look at the map, even the old map, in the Spanish archives. There is no such thing as the island of San Juan. So I suspect it must have been Siargao Island.
American photographer John Callahan featured Siargao in Surfer magazine in 1993, and the rest, they say, is surf history. Since then, droves of tourists, surfers, and sun worshippers arrive at Siargao to enjoy the breaks and ride the waves. The thick and hollow tubes formed by the waves are best during the southwest monsoon from August to November. September is when the annual Surfing Cup is held, and resorts are booked to the fullest. Surfers from all over the world converge at General Luna to ride the waves and party. Choices abound for accommodation in General Luna, whether you're on a budget or ready to splurge. Homey inns and small family-run resorts offer good food, affordable rates, and clean rooms. Bigger and swankier resorts like Pansukyan take the island experience to the next level. At resorts like these, unobtrusive staff is always within whispering distance. valuing your need for privacy on your holiday. The northern side of Siargao is home to more surf spots and is a quieter place to find powerful reef passes and barreling breaks. Travelers can push up north on rented vans to Pacifico at San Isidro and the Hagukan surf spot at Burgos. Hagukan Cove is also great for snorkeling and swimming, and when the tide rolls out, sandbars teem with crab and fish. Deep-sea adventures are best done off the coral shores of the island. Surrounded by reefs, Siargao is also snorkeling and scuba diving heaven. Itching to play the intrepid explorer? After days spent basking in the sun, discover more of Siargao. Most resorts can arrange for boat rentals. At Dapa, a 20-minute boat ride gets you to Corredor Island. The island is home to a small fishing community and your first stop for snorkeling and beachcombing. From the shores of General Luna, 3 distinct shapes visible in the horizon are best bets for island hopping. Etched into practically every visitor's memory, these 3 are Naked, Guyam, and Dako Island. A big sandbar peeking above the Pacific azure, this island is called Naked because there is nothing except white fine sand and clear water. Further on, Guyam is slightly bigger, but with enough trees for cover. Visitors can arrange for a whole day stay at Guyam, with the place all to themselves as the island is uninhabited. The biggest of the 3, Dako, has a small population of fisherfolks. Small thatched huts by the shore are set up for visitors, ready for a picnic by the beach. From Siargao, one must make the trip to Bocas Grande, the other island comprising Surigao del Norte. A boat ride takes more than 2 hours from General Luna, so it's best to start early. The sun hides behind the clouds and the sky is a pale gray. Wind and waters are still, and except for the occasional water splash, the trip is quiet and uneventful. That is, until the first landmass comes to view. Slowly, the grandeur of Bocas Grande Island begins to unfold. The boat edges closer to the rocky islands, varying rock formations jutting out from the sea. And nearer still to Sohoton Cove, the waters are crystal clear. Sohoton Cove is a marine protected area, and fishing is not allowed. Boat tours are organized by local fishermen, and visitors are first required to sign up before embarking on smaller vessels. The tour begins, and instantly, visitors feel like they've stepped back in time. Entering Sohoton Cove, which is only accessible during low tide, is like entering a different world. One where it feels like time has stood still. Sohoton is where one can find a most curious phenomenon. Silently, in calm waters into a river within the cove, translucent jellyfish float to the surface. First a few hundred, then thousands more. These bright orange and white spotted jellyfish are non-poisonous, and here is one of the few places in the world where you can actually swim with jellyfish unharmed. Guides say that because Sohoton is so far removed from outside interference, the jellyfish are free from predators and therefore do not sting. Farther into Sohoton Cove, there are caves for exploration. At low tide, some caves may be entered easily. Wade through knee-deep waters to enter the dark depths. The boat ride can take over an hour, and visitors are encouraged to stay the whole day for snorkeling, swimming, kayaking, and for landlubbers, hiking and walking tours around the island. From raging shores to silent pools, swell rides to the thrills of deep fishing, lazy days basking in the sun, or days of exploring the island by kayak, bike, or sandals, there's no end to the adventures found in Siargao.